What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Holy hell, it has been 5+ years, I believe, 5+ years since I've done a actual post video commentary. Done some live streaming here recently, got back into doing that. Pretty much have given up on multiplayer, it's just not my thing anymore. Angered up the blood too bad, so what we do is we stick to zombies. I'll play zombies myself, solo, I'll play with my daughter, I'll play with my buddy. That's about it. So anyway, what are we getting into now? So we're going to do a 5-video series, 5 videos, ranking the maps from 5 to 1 as far as my preferred ones to play. Now I'm only doing the ones that are new to Black Ops 5. So Zombie Chronicles is out, Giant is out. Giant is just a World at War map remastered. So we got Shadows of Evil, we got Zetsubu no Shima, we got Draka, we got Garai Crow V, and then we got Revelations. So starting off number 5 and working our way to the top. And you know when you're starting with Shadows of Evil is number 5, there's some damn good maps on this particular game. Definitely by far my favorite set of maps, new maps for a game. And then you throw in Zombie Chronicles and the Giant and it just makes this the best zombies game ever. Although the Gobblegums can be a bit OP, as you'll see later in this video. So anyway, Shadows of Evil, man. Why do I put it number 5? End of the day, it's got more to do with characters. Don't get me wrong, I thought they were pretty solid characters. I like how they tied it into the premise storyline. As you see, the sword isn't worth a fuck in round 46. Terrible, terrible. At least not the one you're swinging. The one you throw is still awesome. But ties to the characters, man. It really does. I really enjoy the premise characters. I feel they have the best collection of characters. I'm about to make a huge mistake here in a minute, I believe. On top of the down I already had. No, the mark was coming in. That's why I ran that way. But the premise characters are my favorite ones. And while these characters were solid, the storyline to it was solid. I didn't like them as much as I do the other characters. So there you go. That's why I ranked it number 5. Setup with the map's pretty simple. You got to do all the fun stuff to open up Pack-a-Punch via the rituals, which I think is kind of neat. It's a lot of fun. You got to open up damn near the whole map. Yeah, not quite, but you got to open up pretty much the whole map because you got to get to all 3 districts in order to actually successfully get the Pack-a-Punch open, which is fun. The sword being the specialist weapon. It's really, really, really good specialist weapon. Not the best one. I believe that goes to the skull and the Sapwe from Zetsubu myself, but we'll talk about that when we get to Zetsubu on this. But the sword's really good. The process for doing that is actually a lot of fun. It's quite challenging, to be honest, to a degree, if you don't really know what you're doing with the marbles. And if you're playing in a group, just getting the initial sword can be a bit of a challenge for you if your memory is as bad as mine, because I like to be able to pause the game and write down the symbols as I go by them on the train. Now, getting that done, once you get it, you can go do the Margwa stealth. You can use the not keeper protector, wrong map. You can use the Civil Protector to help you kill Margwas and stuff. So, it's not too bad in that regard. Getting the power weapon, it can be a bit annoying. It's another thing that kind of pulls this map down just a little bit to get the Apothecary Servant. I don't like the RNG involved in that, mainly because of the Xenomatter. The Tentacle's not too bad to get. There actually is no RNG with getting the Margwa heart. All you gotta do is kill a Margwa. You can get one of those off of doing your second ritual, or you can wait till, what is it, round 8, and get the one there. So it just depends which one you get first. So that's not too bad. Hold on, let me get a sip of energy drink here. But that damn Xenomatter, man. Getting that Xenomatter, you can get it in round 10 or 11 with the max ammo round. You can get it. Oh, here comes the OP Gobblegum Power Vacuum. You can get it in damn round 20 something. It's just such a random drop. I've never had it take past like round 20 though. So, but that's the only issue I have. And then the fact that you can't upgrade it in any way is a bit annoying. I know they had that glitch where you could do it beforehand, but that's been since patched, which it's not a bad thing, because I felt from seeing videos, the one with the glitch, it was a little bit annoying, or a little bit too OP. I mean, you can't have that many rounds in the damn Apothecary Servant. Now, you can have it on an Apothecary Servant and a damn Thunder Gun, though, and the DG Force. Don't worry about that. Those things are awesome. That's okay. But yeah, just the randomness of getting the Xenomatter in order to get the Apothecary Servant, and then the fact that it only has the 10 rounds. and the fact that you move so slow with it. So if you only had 10 rounds, but it moved, say you could run as fast as you do with a thunder gun, or maybe like a light machine gun, maybe not as bad, simply because then you could viably run around with it training, but that would be a little easy, I guess, just like training back in the day with the thunder gun was. But still, with that said, without being able to upgrade it, not having the possibility of getting the 1 in 14 as far as the ammo count and the shots lasting longer, it's not overly viable for camping in high rounds. I mean, you see me in round 48 here, power vacuum, doing absolute work as I was chasing round 50, which I did get, but you can't really use it to camp for high rounds like you can on Revelations. I mean, Revelations upgraded a Popkin, sit there in the little corner in Baruch, have the thunder gun. For whenever you get panzers and stuff, it's real easy. On here, doing this strategy without the power vacuum or alchemical, pretty much not viable for a whole round unless you had multiple. I mean, you're just not going to get through it because you're going to run out of ammo way too fast. And that's fine. I mean, that doesn't bother me. But then you combine that with the actual slow speed you run with, which makes it where it's not a viable weapon to run around for training. You have to train with something else, which in high rounds is get you killed. If you have no way, if you make a mistake, you're dead. Because you can't just shoot it at your feet and damn get out of it, because you can't really run around with it, otherwise you're definitely going to get trapped. And there. I mean, that's the downside to the power weapon on this map. It's a really great power weapon. One of the strongest ones ever, but not being able to upgrade it's a bit of a bitch. So the map itself, I love the way it's laid out. I love how the perks are random, but they do give you the bottle to show you where the perk, which perk's going to be behind which gate. That's very crucial. It's something that I wish Baruch would have had way back in the day, or not Baruch, Shino Numa would have had way back in the day. Would have made that map a little less annoying, or even now. It would be nice to be able to know exactly which door is going to open up to which perk, because you can spend a whole lot of points if you don't know, which this avoids that by showing you which perk's going to be behind which door, which is great, absolutely great. Without that, this map would be a whole lot more annoying, because it does take quite a few points to get everything open. The fact that you really have limited beast modes whenever you're doing it is kind of annoying in and of itself, simply because I like to get the Pack-a-Punch open. I like to get all the ritual stuff open as quickly as possible so I can get all that done as early as possible. And the sooner you get that done, the better, the happier I get. Because I like to get through the Margulas early. I don't like to have a bunch of zombies on the map while I'm trying to damn take out Margulas after doing a ritual. It's a bit annoying. Use that insta-kill and that Kuda. Kuda in round 49, beasting. Only because of the power vacuum, I'm telling you, man. I don't know which one I would say is more OP. Power vacuum or the damn near-death experience when you're playing solo. Near-death experience, probably, actually. Makes you invincible. But power vacuum gives you 4 rounds to where you really have to screw up. I don't know, that's a topic for a different day. But with this map, you get all that stuff set up. It does take quite a few points, but it's a lot of fun. The beast modes and everything, not too bad. Stuff's kind of laid out for what you got to do with the grappling hooks and all that stuff. I like it because it reminded me of Mob of the Dead, which is one of my probably 3 favorite maps of all time. So it's nice to have. And then once you get all the map open, you get Pack-a-Punch open, you get all the ritual stuff done, you have quite a few viable areas to train. You got down in the actual Rift, which is probably the most popular training spot. I actually prefer training in Junction over the Rift. To be honest, I don't know why. It's just something about the Rift. Doesn't work for me nearly as well as the area in Junction does. I'll definitely take Junction any day of the week over the Rift. But I'm sure most people will disagree with me on that. Hell, I'm sure a lot of people are going to disagree with me having this as my 5th favorite map on Black Ops 3. And I'm okay with that. It's the joy of discussion, man. Different strokes for different folks. But you got those, at least those 2 viable training spots. You could probably sneak another viable training spot in if you're pretty good at training over near the boxing ring. I've done it briefly, right near where the beast mode activator is, the curse activator is, simply because right there, it gets pretty tight. It does. But if you got the right guns, you can definitely pull it off for a while. I don't think it'd be very viable in a high round situation, but in a lower round, it's not too bad. And then you have this spot right here. There's not a lot of great camping spots on this map, but if you use the train to get over here to, what is this, Canal District, I believe it is. This is where the boxing gym is. I can't remember the actual district name at the moment. But if you get over here via trains initially and then have the rift to be able to go in and out of it, it's actually a pretty decent camping spot if you have the Apothecary Servant. If you don't have the Apothecary Servant, this shit will not work at all. And there's round 50. Mainly because I've tried it in, when I was doing this, like the 30s, early 30s, mid 30s on the rounds. It didn't go too well. Definitely was damn near overrun very quickly trying to just use a actual gun. I had the Draken and I had the Dingo, or not Dingo, the ICR. And got overrun pretty damn quickly just trying to shoot the gun. So hold on, throat's dry. Gotta get some more full throttle. Anybody that's been on my channel for a while, you'll be shocked to hear blue or full throttle instead of Red Bull. I don't know why it's cheaper. I'm trying to save money. I got a daughter I got to put through college eventually. Save money now so it doesn't break me later. But that's about the only real viable camping spot I've seen. And like I said, that's only viable with the actual Apothecary Servant. Now, if you know a good camping spot on here, by all means, point me in that direction and I'll check it out. I do prefer to actually camp in the higher rounds just because it seems to make them go a lot quicker. And I'm all about making them go quick. I don't like to sit there and take forever when I'm playing solo. Now, when I'm playing with a buddy, we can do whatever because, you know, he has to run around, get his stuff going. I need to run around, get my stuff going, get the box and all that shit. But otherwise, I like to make it all go quick. One thing I do like is you don't have perk overload on this map. So as far as I know, you only have Mule Kick, Double Tap, Quick Revive, Speed Cola, Widow's Wine, Juggernaut, Stamina, which is nice. You don't have Deadshot Daiquiri and you don't have Electric Cherry and all that the other perks to worry about. So you can go in there, rock a damn Unquenchable, and get your perks, or you can just roll with the 4, which, rolling with the 4 is not that bad in here. I mean, it's really not. I do prefer Stamina though. I mean, you feel how sluggish you run, and with the Apothecary Servant, if you want to train while running around with that out, definitely going to need the stamina up on it, because without it, you just run too damn slow. Which I blame Origins for getting me on the whole stamina up kick anyway. Having stamina up to run through the mud was mandatory in Origins, and I needed it desperately, and I got so used to having it and being able to run fast that it definitely helps with the training. But it's not mandatory, it's not necessary if you're wanting to camp, and I prefer camping, like I said. So anyway, you're about to see me buy stamina because I'm running around with the damn thing instead of buying Quick Revive, because I think I'd already gone through all of them at this point. Damn, Margles in that camping spot can get a bit dicey, to say the least, especially when a Kuda is your backup weapon and the Apothecary Servant does not kill the actual Margle. So there's one downside to it. So if you're gonna do this, I would recommend trying to get a Brecci, maybe a KRM or Haymaker, to be able to deal with the Margle. And do not camp there in that one spot that you saw me camping at. When the Margle comes, do what you saw me do, which is run down into the rift. And as you saw, I ran from the rift, I ran up into the spawn, because I do prefer the spawn, like I said. So, but anyway, overall, Shadows of Evil, really good map. First one on Black Ops 3, which was a lot of fun. Took me a minute to get used to it and learn everything. It's not necessarily beginner friendly, it's not noob friendly. But if you really want to get if you really want a great introduction into the Black Ops 3 maps, this is certainly a good way to introduce it, because it kind of gets you into the mindset of having to deal with all the shit that you're going to have to deal with in the rest of the maps. I haven't been able to complete the entire Easter egg because it requires 4 people, which I am not a fan of. Do not like the fact it takes 4 people. I've done all the stuff you can do through Trapping the Shadow Man, because that's as far as you can go by yourself. And yeah, that'd be another reason I'd have it 5th, because I'm mostly a solo player and I'm not a fan of not being able to do the Easter egg by myself. I'm just not. But don't really have any more great intel to give on this. We made it to round 51, which means I've gotten to my 50 rounds on this map, and it's on the Horizon drop to finish that off, believe it or not. Made it to 47 on DE last night and got wrecked by Panzer. There's my final blow, because I didn't have damn Quick Revive, because I was trying to be ballsy. But Shadows of Evil, number 5. Probably the most solid number 5 you'll ever see. Probably the best number 5 you'll ever see when you have this bringing up the rear. Definitely tells you that the rest of the maps are great. And that people are probably going to disagree with me because I think most people would have Zetsubu no Shima at number 5. But I don't. I mean, it's got a great, fun Easter egg, and it's got a lot of cool stuff going on with it. But we'll discuss that one when we get to it. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching.